Straight men on Reddit. What's not attractive about women? Constant negativity is highly repulsive. It's like being with someone who finds faults in everything. It's okay to like what you like. Another unattractive quality is the inability to manage money. I stress about my bank account enough, and it's even worse when you're criticized for being stingy, because you're actually responsible with your money. Not recognizing someone else's point of view is also a problem. On a first date, I don't mind making conversation, but I don't want to be the one asking questions. I want to know about you, but I also want to know what you want to know about me. Trying to make another man jealous by flirting with him is unattractive. After graduating and getting a job, the most unattractive thing I've found is when women put a lot of pressure on me to move in with them. It's too early for me to get into a relationship. I know she doesn't want to live with her parents anymore, but now it seems she wants a relationship with my house, not me. Pretending to be a princess is another major negative factor. Princessiness is basically the idea that a girl is entitled to do certain things, just because she thinks she should be treated as a woman of high manners. My ex-girlfriend treated me poorly, felt she had power over me, and treated me like I had to give her all her manners and everything she asked for. She took me for granted. If you are rude to me, I want nothing to do with you. She respects others and treats them as she would like to be treated. I hated that attitude on her part. I hated it so much. My ex-girlfriend was a nice person and we got along well, but she was afraid of everything at first. I didn't mind, supported her and tried to help her overcome her fears. But eventually, I started to get tired of it. Part of me still believes that she's not really afraid, but just using her fear to act cute and make me out to be the big guy supporting and protecting her. It just annoyed me that she was so nervous and irritated that she started saying that she would do well to even check traffic conditions before crossing the street. Her fears ranged from lakes to rocking chairs to creepy summer afternoons at 4 in the afternoon. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I truly believe that any time she wants attention, she will pretend to be afraid. I hope I'm not an asshole. Lack of passion for anything is also unattractive. There's nothing sexier than seeing a woman who is passionate and interested in something, whether it's work or a hobby. You don't have to like their interests, but you should have them. Physical abuse should never be tolerated. When a man doesn't do something you like, hit him, spank him or slap him, it is unacceptable for both sexes. However, I have seen many women get indulgences for it. My brother recently ended a 3-year relationship. The reason for this was that his grandmother beat him. She was screaming and he was covered in blood, so the police were called. And when they took her to the station, she was told the typical, "What did he do to cause this, and you shouldn't press charges. It will ruin her life, and she just burst into tears. Otherwise, just be a friendly person, stick to your values and don't get your ass kicked." Unhealthy social media is also a problem. Conversations aren't being had and women themselves aren't bringing their game expecting men to do so. Dating is a two-way street. Dating should be a two-way street, with both parties getting to know each other and trying to build a relationship. Of course, sometimes it isn't. But sometimes I've run into women who expect me to do all the work. I am fortunate to be happily married and my wife gives her best every day. Trying to play the damsel in distress and acting gullible and stupid is not nice. I'm sorry, but it's not ugly. I'm not going to waste my time trying to fulfill your fantasy of being stalked. Women who turn dating into a hobby. Dating is fun and requires time and attention. But that's not all there is to it. I can recall several relationships over the years with women who constantly called me at work and wanted to monopolize 100% of my time. I can remember many of them getting offended or angry when I explained that I had other hobbies and activities that didn't include them. So men feel threatened by video games and male nightlife. I don't spend a lot of time on either, just a few hours a week. But there are a lot of people who don't seem to do anything else in life, so I turned my love life into a hobby. When I met my wife, I was truly happy. She had her own career, her own interests and hobbies. We still spend a lot of time together, but sometimes we do our own thing. It's nice when you don't have to entertain someone all the time. It happens very, very often, and the only solution is to refuse to take calls at work or give up boys' night out. And oddly enough, there are plenty of boring women who refuse to date boring men. Constantly taking care of you, being there for you when you're upset, and expecting me not to do the same when I want someone to be there for me. That doesn't appeal to me as a man. Cruelty, meanness, bullying, manipulative behavior are all highly abhorrent. Unhygienic, stupid. These are all things they will try to cling to in any way they can. A friend of mine dumped a girl who didn't wipe her ass well. Like, it's bad when you have skid marks in your pants. He said he didn't know how to broach the subject, so he lied and said his life was too complicated right now. Women confuse the terms "ye strong" and "ebg." No, you're not a strong woman, boss and all. I love strong women, they are the ones I love. They lack empathy and don't try to contribute half-assedly to a relationship, whether it's housework or fighting. I'm willing to compromise in most cases, and those who take advantage of that will quickly find the door. Love should be wine and roses, but we also need memes and fart jokes. It smells like corn chips. Unwarranted arrogance or unnecessary narcissism. Yes, you are sexy, but not sexy enough to have this attitude. Women like this panic easily. No one can be sexy enough to have that attitude. I don't care how sexy you are if you're a horrible person. I'm on the phone all hours of the day, or I'm just looking at social media, or I have no passion, no drive, no dreams. But some women act like we can't live without them and instantly turn me away from them. For example, awkward things happen in relationships, our bodies are disgusting, our secrets haunt us, our assumptions repel us. If you're willing to face the situation head-on and address it proactively, great. If, however, you fall into a reactionary, emotional mass, not so much. Crappy, grumpy attitude. Even though you're in your 30s, you constantly reminisce about your high school years. You hung out a lot and were super popular. Lying, it took me a while to realize the extent of it. Who does your girlfriend lie to? How does she lie? Does she lie about nothing? What lies does she tell others? I started asking myself these questions because after a horrible breakup, it was clear that she had been lying to me and convincing herself of it all along. When I learned the truth, I looked back and saw how pervasive these lies had been, even from our first meeting. Now things like this serve as a wake-up call for me. There is no such thing as a little white lie. Unhygienic women. I like both fat and ugly women, but if they smell, I walk away. Women who are always angry, dishonest or fake, too much makeup, orange face, white neck syndrome. Women who make fun of people for no reason. Sorry women who look like this. Super dark tan, especially platinum blonde hair, but it doesn't match any hair color. Baby babble, drama, yeah, enough with the drama. False nails, pointy nails, scary eyes. It depends on the guy, but from my perspective as someone who likes to be the center of attention all the time, I definitely need space. Honestly, I don't like people who spend a lot of time on social media. People who get angry about anything, people who have a victim complex and go out of their way to make you angry, I'm a filter person, so those types are just a nightmare scenario for me. I dated a girl who would often strike up a conversation about changing her appearance. Tattoos, piercings, dyed hair. Not cool. If she turns up her nose and thinks she's better than others, you have a dog coming to you. If you comment pet them, pet them, pet them they will let you pet them. We hope you enjoyed this video. We post a new video every day. Until then, you can watch another video or not. Either way, have a great day, wonderful people.